I feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You make me move. Can make me move. You make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You make me move. Can make me.
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now gone past, finding reasons to smile and to laugh. And whenever it's a bad day, music is my band-aid. I realize it's not all black and white. Like I was colorblind, but mentally, yeah. Now my days are brighter, just no longer feeling tighter. Don't wear my PJs every day, cause I would rather be outside. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. It's my band. Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe
until I walk awake. Scream my
You know,
mind
They have practiced in Europe. They play like they're European.
but their favorite team is Astralis.
And now, if they can do this,
Yes.
then they are
Then
European.
Europe, yes.
Then they're
Oh.
more European than Liquid.
Yeah. If Astralis are Nuke, then they are Europe.
And that's the big
Better.
question, man.
It's Nuke is only within Europe.
Yeah.
Europe is-
Specifically Denmark.
Yeah.
And so their hands should be full with this one, okay? It's a challenge. It's a challenge. And to me, that's the defining word of this. Like, IHC, the challengers, and they have just taken a heads-up fight to Astralis. They want Astralis on Nuke in a best-of-1 to open up
Let's
the
go.
challenger stage of the major. This
Let's go.
is a challenge. And I'm down to see it. Scared money don't make money. Deep nade onto the ramp. Farley from the corner, but it's Techno 4K with that quick trade. Zipix, he's going to dive down into the B site here. Gives them a little bit of space. Ramp conceded. 9 out from Squeaky Door. And suddenly, man, advantage. And they're doing the Hugo Byron, the old heaven wrap. Cabal finds the head of Glaive. That's going to be the A site under question.
Let's go.
Zipix can do nothing at this point because bomb drops down for the plant. We've got a 4v2 post plant in the T side pistol for IHC.
Yeah, keep rotating. Get into your rotator spots. Save. I refuse to put IHC in my 03 because they play such quality CS that, like, even though they didn't have those results, I couldn't. 9Z or another team. 2 teams from challengers that I just couldn't.
I co-sign these statements. There we have it. One death on IHC in this pistol.
This would be ludicrous if IHC beat Astralis on Nuke. It would be ludicrous.
It would be.
And amazing and a spectacle. And honestly, there are teams that people put in the same level as IHC that I would say stand absolutely no chance of pulling off some kind of upset like this. But just because of within a vacuum of IHC and the CS that they played, and people who watched IHC play know, they showed a really cool style of CS. I mean, it's European, but it's still them. It's still their individual players, and still a little bit of their own flair on it. I'm sure they'll do something compelling.
They draw first blood, at the very, very least. Now they want this outer control. Already 2 players cross towards Secret, waiting for the mini peek, smoking that off so that they can fixate their eyes towards spawn. They saw 2 players back here. They're a little jumpy as the utility pops all around them. Blame F.
Woo.
Oh, sidelines Techno 4K. Nice Deagle headshot. Looking for the follow-up here. You know, and these are those kinds of moments. Like, it's one thing to win pistol, but then you get stunned with man disadvantage. And, you know, there's still so many questions around IHC and still so many reasons that Astralis are going to win this. But we'll see if each of those reasons unravels one after another. So far, second round, Astralis man up. Farley, very much pinned. And that frag destined for him. He tries to escape. Cabal's going to get him. Glaive looking to attack on the back, so individual moments being strung together. Blitz waits.
Yeah, so interesting lurk battle because he's not catching a potential heaven flank. Cabal goes down, and Blame, it feels like Blitz has been kind of waiting for this, but at the same time hasn't cleared him out. Now he's crouching under this specifically for Blame or anyone in CT spawn, but there's too many individual duels happening across the map.
It's getting unraveled, man. But
Blitz gets by outside. It's kind of ridiculous. You know, Glaive can open the door, but he's going to miss him crossing Tetris. The bomb can get planted back site. They might be able to chill. This door gets open.
It's still winnable, dude. Like, you know, they got through
He's
the
just
hard
watching
part.
heaven.
Oh,
what a shot.
Clean one from Glaive. Blitz from above. Distracted, and there it is. Glaive hands on the Galil. That lurk from Glaive to push into lobby. Just another instant of these CTs taking individual moments, and I think IHC kind of separating their pack too thinly.
They found too many openings and just started following all of these different scents. And at a certain point, they got way too far away from their next closest teammate. And even though they had all this space, they had no way to use that space. So the best case scenario there is they make a lap around into the lobby, plus have outside control. And then what? Got to plant the bomb.
Well, the dream was alive for one round.
That was an amazing round.
Astralis with a quick dose of reality. Let's see what else IHC have in store for us. Quick quick burst of utility to challenge onto the A site. Cabal missing the vent. Not ideal. Zipic's going to get pressured. Drops a frag. The landmine sets him up. But Techno 4K still with the kill. We got a Galil in the hands of him. Smoking to flash to try and slow things down. But hell, IHC are still going to get away with the plant, you'd assume. Bomb gets thrown down. Farley wastes no time, but will die to score. Then the doors swung wide. Techno still alive and kicking with 2 kills on this one and another double to go. Looking for that ramp fight. Shaves off barely any HP from Blame F. Such a difficult fight, and he's so worried about Glaive being on that decon door that, nah, he's going to get swept away before the bomb goes down. There was a chance for it, but it kind of gets onto the player in the rafters. He throws it back down. Awkward at the end, and Astralis with the win.
You know why analysts are bad people?
Tell me.
I'm sure you know, but you still want to hear it, right? Because if this had come down to Mirage or Dust 2, the analysts on the desk, Maui Snake, would say, I can't believe that Astralis let through Mirage or Dust 2. But then we get Nuke, and instead of saying, wow, Astralis very smart to avoid a Nuke or a Dust 2 or a Mirage, they go, wow, IHC, amazingly brave to play Nuke against Astralis.
Yeah.
That's why analysts are bad people.
But I did the same thing, and I'm a caster.
No, because we just listened to them and then...
Oh,
yeah,
they
it's
tainted our
subconscious.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Analysts. Easy pickups here versus Pistols. Everybody looking to rock and roll from Astralis. They're going to shut down that silo play. Ooh. Headshots. Done. And luckily for Maniac, as long as he has Maui next to him, he's really the lightning rod in terms of our criticisms. So,
We want to blame Maniac?
no, I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No. I know which fights to pick.
Okay.
And right now, IHC going to have to come back at it with guns before they can pick fights evenly. All right, you lost versus the Force Buy. You got a little stringy. You got a little pulled apart. But I want to go back to that pack mentality. I think even when they go down to the B site with 1 Galil in hand, they've got lesser guns, but they've got better spacing than the second round. The second round was the worst round we've seen from IHC. Now they're trying to recover it, overlap it. Deep wall of smokes outside. Plus garage.
Yeah, they're actually just doing short wall. So they're doing the credit card lurk here. So Blitz actually finds a really fast timing. People don't do this as often anymore because it gets risky. Yeah, Farley's up top in heaven, and there was someone in big garage as well. So they try to go through with it very fast. Small risk doesn't work out, but Zipix gets crossing to secret.
Score gets away.
They can fall out, but it also does let Blame F know that outside is open. Great refrag from Techno 4K.
Yeah, and he was worried. He was checking all the corners for Config. Wins the fight. We got man advantage, but low health. And Farley looking to be that next player to push into lobby. Look at this pack from IHC, dude. 1 spray and they could all die. He gets 2 and the last.
My God.
Farley just lines them up and knocks them down.
Man, that's some disrespect from Astralis, and I think that's really good.
3 lobby pushes.
Yeah, they had just one at a time pushed after each other into lobby, and how are you going to expect Farley to pull this off after Config walked through the door, and that trade failed, right? Techno 4K just got 2. You still want to get it back, but at the same time, you're thinking, well, do we cut our losses? We still have Hut locked up if they decide to take upper. But Farley is brave enough. And that's how you snowball versus a worse team. How you start doing stuff they didn't see in the demos.
Oh, poor Blitz. Down before he sees it coming. A couple times now Farley's been on Big Blue.
It's interesting when Maniac brought up that he's got 40% of his land frags with a rifle, not even an op.
Yep.
Real hybrid. Of course, Config oftentimes picks up the second op on the team.
Because Config can do it all. That's his mantra. Gonna go for the boost here, trying to make these Deagles sing. Farley at a distance. Quick snap. And that's score to the sidelines. Ooh, landed that. Little exchange of damage here. Cabal going to run it downstairs. However, we've already got Glaive inside of the vents, and Zipix at the bottom of the ramp. So he never stood a damn chance with that one. 5-1 Astralis off of the back of a force buy win in round 2. They find themselves on fire.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to continue to try outside stuff or if they'll do any set plays. I think they still have lots of stuff that they can explore outside. And I think they might be a little intimidated to have seen, where Farley was playing out on top of the air conditioning unit with a big Garage player still alive and that kind of speedy lurk in that position. But I personally think they need to put more pressure on Squeaky, especially instead of playing it quietly. They can throw their outside presence and just put lots of pressure on Squeaky at the same time, keep that mini player distracted, or even get the kill sometimes. That's the big thing. If you put down spams on the cross, you can force the CTs to consistently re-smoke Squeaky or just straight up win the duel versus them if they're standing outside floating in front of mini. Slipping in events, slipping into mini, or just doing outside stuff with some Squeaky pressure. It all complements each other.
Buyback on the cards here for IHC. T-side always a task. And a little variation on their outer smokes too, but nobody behind those whatsoever.
Going right into the upstairs hit.
Config with the nade ready.
Whoa, low nades. Oh my god.
Gets around. Oh, fire from Config. Will find Blitz from beyond the
They're
grave.
not clearing him. They're not clearing each other. Oh, wait, what the hell? Score.
He's staring at him.
He should have been able to see him that whole time, right? I don't know. Maybe he ducked and he actually couldn't see him for a second.
Cabal in the 1v3 will have time to process after, but there it is. Just locked down on the A site. I swear Score saw him.
Yeah. It looked like he, like in our minds, when we think about upper site, you have full vision of the top of the site from the outside, so like the perimeter of the site. But Glaive did tuck when he got blinded. Would love to watch that back to know for sure, but yeah, I guess, I don't know. That was really, like they did the fast outside smokes, flash outside, upper exec, but the upper exec had, I don't even think upper exec had a single flashbang there until later on. They just ran out through hut to make sure to get in between all the nades.
Config did a really good job. Just hits the incendiary from the right peak, comes over to the left, takes one, a little bit of extra damage on it, serves up a great distraction. And we're going right back into the aggression here. Glaive, he wants to pressure lobby. Looked like he was about to rob a frag, but smokes go up. Double incendiary outside of Squeaky Door, and IHC, dude, feels like they're just kind of hitting walls. They feel the opening towards ramp, but that's where Farley awaits them.
Love this angle.
Nice and clean.
I love how it's like, if you step halfway into the vent, you get an even better angle. That part's cool.
Oh, Blame F. Cleaning up. 2 kills for him. Techno, good trade. And then Config actually dying out to what's left of Techno 4K. He's got a quarter of his health. Tries to go for that Tech 9 rush out through Squeaky. Zipix from the rafters. Easy does it. And they draw them out from Squeaky Door to their own demise. Now 9 will find the back of Glaive. Quick tap on the Tech 9. Sees both those CTs up in the rafters, but, you know, he needs the bomb. And unfortunately for 9, that's going to be his very end. CT's keeping eyes on it. Insta-kill from the USP. Astralis, 7-1.
Once again, Techno 4K, the youngest player at the major, 16 years old, just slightly younger than Monacy by just like 20 or 30 days. He is a guy who got onto IHC because he subbed in for somebody else who broke their hand smashing their table. So he subbed in and destroyed, and then they ended up keeping him as a permanent player on the roster because he was such an impressive sub. But a Phenom, been playing kind of, I don't know when he joined the team, if it was like a year ago or what, but played since he was much younger even. So far so good from Astralis. And I think, again, the best part is that they're not only just playing CS, like they know how to play Nuke, and they're willing to show that they feel comfortable to just push it to the limit. People have a little bit more freedom. They know they're going to win this match. Let's peak where they don't expect us to. Let's take a couple more individual risks. Let's dominate, you know, because this is the game they're supposed to. But like a couple months ago, Astralis didn't have that confidence. Like they were so messy, everything was going wrong. They have made a huge recovery in terms of their roster overall, new coach, new opper, and the team in terms of the calling suddenly looks like it's taking, you know, basically a 360, so or a 180, I should say.
Ooh, Farley, dude, it's a Tech 9.
The Tech 9?
And he just pounds him back with it. Glaive will get a kill from inside
That
sight,
was nasty.
dude. That side of that smoke, but oh, 9-0 at the very least. Send him
Should have stuck to the Tech 9, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Send him back through mini. But again, losing bomb out on the floor here. It's recovery mode for IHC again. Double Tech 9.
The Tech 9, that was crazy.
You know, we thought the 5-7 was going to have its phase.
Yeah, I mean, same phase. I mean, they're both $500, you know what I mean? They're the competing pistols.
Glaive, good positioning, catches 9 off guard. And with that, Cabal has no bomb, no teammates, a smoke and an AK. And already Zipic staring down at him, so...
He's about to turn into a pancake.
Flattened, you'd assume, unless... Yeah, it takes him out at the knees. Zipix gets red, 30 seconds left. Cabal trying to piece together the clutch here. This one arguably winnable, but just tough, man, real tough. Okay. Smoke set up for the peak. Pops right through it, confirms Glaive's position, tries to chase that one. If he had gotten that insta headshot, maybe he turns it down to blame F, but no. It is an 8th for the CT side.
Yeah.
Nay.
The Tech 9. I mean,
2K
two your
Tech 9,
riflers die in the Tech 9. They were going to go for the fast mini split, so that, you know, one gliding down the... Damn it, I spent so long trying to figure out what the name is for the thing that rolls down the metal sheet in front of your storefronts.
Ah, rolling doors.
But the, yeah.
But what's it called?
I guess, yeah. There was a word, of course. There's always a word for it, but let me ask, what are you Googling? What do you call it when you Google it?
I Googled door roller name.
Yeah.
And a roller shutter.
A roller shutter.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
A roller shutter, security shutter, coiling door, or roller door.
I like coiling door,
or
too.
even a sectional overhead door.
That one's nerdy.
Yeah. Coiling door sounds cool.
That's cool.
Like a snake.
Because, yeah, he was surfing down the coiling door. That's so cool. And his teammate was running over top of Mini. I mean, they were just already in the mindset that, like,
they had the
front
wrap.
red is clean.
Yep.
Yeah, they're probably playing back red and, you know, spotting the cross from spawn. And we're just going to get this split off. We're going to kill the Mini guy. And then Farley was in an awkward spot for having an op as his primary, right? But then...
Felt compromised.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I have a Tech 9.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And he started getting faster and faster when he's clicking.
Did you ever use your scroll wheel to fire the Tech 9 as fast as possible?
No, because I have a spine.
Okay.
And this thing called integrity.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. See this compass? Measures morals. Shame, because, you know, IHC, they won that pistol, dude. And all of a sudden, there was a blip on the radar.
that was an amazing pistol, though.
It was an amazing pistol.
Yeah.
That's the Hugo Byron. Calls it every face it. He calls that pistol so often, okay, that we were playing face it the other day, and the team we played against,
who
we had played in the past, knew that was the strat.
Oh, no.
Hugo Byron got counter-stratted in a face it game, dude.
Wow.
Just saying.
My subs have a strat called the Davis, where on overpass you take pistols and you run through party to the top of bathrooms to the bottom of bathrooms. If you don't see anybody, you go B. If you get the kills, you go A.
Okay. Works every time?
Everyone does this, though. It's not even a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Predictable.
Yeah. It works, though. It's really actually unstoppable.
Blame F with headset off.
Blame F is more tanned, more vascular.
Yeah.
Fragging harder than he's ever had. I think he's in his peak right now, actually.
Okay.
Top probably top 3-4 player in the world right now.
I know why.
Go ahead.
I have a story.
Yep.
So we get here, first day, you and I. You know, I'm coming back from North America. I got a little jet lag, you know. So I'm not getting out of bed
Okay,
as
EG.
early as I need to.
Yeah.
So it's about maybe 12:30. I'm walking down the hallway. I get to the elevators. I see Blame F. I said, "Yo, good morning." And he just looks at me. "Good morning? Good morning? It's 12:30. I said, "Oh yeah, you know me, man. Like, oh sorry, dude. You know it's morning for me." And he goes, "That is not the Astralis performance method."
What the hell?
I said, "What?"
He's been inundated with Astralis propaganda.
I said, "What, dude?"
No
He
way.
said, "Yeah, 7 a.m. Get out of bed. Astralis performance method."
Everyone. You know Zipic sets his alarm and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, he checks
Come
in and
on.
guys, I gotta just go go for get a coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure Config pops out of bed at 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
It's just blame the whole time.
just blame.
Everyone else lying to him.
Blame
Yeah, we
F's
do that too.
Performance model.
He said, "Why aren't you in the gym?" It was just, yeah, we already went. That's what they tell him.
Mm.
They said they went at 6.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Blame F. You gotta
That's
step
why
it up.
he's so big. He thinks he's behind. He doesn't even realize
He's trying to catch up.
doesn't realize how skinny his teammates are compared to him.
Right now, he's leading the show, man.
Yeah, he's leading the show. He's just his M4 A1S is insane. He has unbelievable CT sides. His shots always look very relaxed too. He's not really doing anything too crazy aim wise. Just sound positioning and farming consistently since the end of 2021. Straight up, one of the definitely top 3 rifler right now. Just yeah, and that's through so much down period for Astralis.
Yes.
It also makes it more impressive because a big criticism for Blame F in last year, at least for me, is like I made my own kind of top 20 list of players who I thought. I didn't put Blame F on the top 20, even though he had the stats to be in there. And the reason was because he just wasn't part of a project that won anything or really did anything, and then just blew up after a couple of months. And that was despite him playing well. It wasn't that he was a problem. It's just that he wasn't part of any real teams. You know, the Complexity project, everything just fizzled out and stopped. And then he joined the Astralis and showed that it wasn't the projects. It wasn't him, you know, that was destroying the projects or anything like that. But he still had to play on a team that almost went in that direction.
Yes.
Right. He had to play on a new team where he could see the past happening again, and still
had to stop
stuck
it.
through that. So, yeah, I think he proved a lot in that sense. And I think this major will of course, be
Be a
a kind
proving
of a
ground.
capstone for the past 8 months of kind of not winning any tournaments or really struggling to match a good performance individually from him and also a good team result, which Astralis need desperately.
I feel like this could be the lineup for it, dude. I think Farley's been slotting in really nicely. I love
Solid.
the fact that Farley is a bit more dynamic when it comes to the AWP and the M4s, right? It does just give Glaive a new tool to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite part about the Glaives calling is like if he gets a new player on his team, he doesn't try to make that player play like his old roster. He's not trying to make Astralis 2018 again. If he gets new players, he's going to find a new style. So with Farley, you got a player like Farley and Config himself. You've got more aggressive leading players than you did on the old Astralis already, just with those 3. And the actual really weird part was that Glaive's roles and Blame F's roles of all the people were the ones that were overlapping the most. So he did have quite a few layers of complication to have to work through. And I want to say, I mean, maybe it's coincidence or not, but Trace F coming onto the team and their team looking increasingly better as the tournaments go by, I want to say is not a coincidence either. He must be, I think, helping out.
Impact, yeah.
Yeah.
On a chemistry level, feels like he fits right in with the guys.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
Config's new right-hand man.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, I think Config's the smallest one. Trace is like a little bit bigger and then Blame's the biggest.
Yeah.
But they're all just like a bunch of geo dudes.
Bunch of rock solid.
Yeah.
I feel like, Trace's impact could also be correlated to Config's. I think Config, the consistency question was a talking point. I think less so now.
Yeah.
Less so. Maybe that also couples nicely with, I think, like this this surge of success on Ancient as well for Astralis.
Yeah.
We had this hilarious conversation with Trace and with Config. Yeah.
Okay, you want me to tell you? Okay, so it was actually about Nuke.
Yep. Was it Nuke or Ancient?
Well, it was about Nuke, but we were talking about a bunch of stuff, and then Config was having a great time. Okay, first of all, and besides putting his tongue in Connor's nose.
Oh my! You had to bring it up.
And, yeah, he said basically, "Wow, we're doing all this stuff," and I was like, "Man, it's not really working. It's not really working. I'm gonna push Squeaky," and I could see Trace F behind him saying, "Oh man, I really didn't want him to push Squeaky this map," and then he just goes, "Fuck the game plan, fuck the game plan. I'm pushing Squeaky," and then he pushed Squeaky, and he just like killed everyone for like the whole half. He kept doing that. But when you sign a player like Config, of course you need him to play within a system. But not the first time I've heard from teammates of Config and IGLs of Config and people who know Config that you have to accept that with the rest.
It's what comes with him.
Yeah, it comes with it. When he knifed that dude, was it on North?
Yeah, A-site overpass. Right?
A-side overpass, and
I think it was when he was
knife. I
playing for
can't
North.
remember. That was the most absurd thing I've ever seen a Counter-Strike player do, and that was in a major qualifying match. And if they had lost that round, they would
That's
have
what he does.
not qualified. And Config went for like a 10-second knife, basically. And right after the comments were, first of all, I remember his teammate Cajun B, just kill him, kill him. You could see him on his like camera screaming at him. And then afterwards, it's like, you got a player like Config, that's how he's going to be sometimes.
Yes.
That's how he's going to be. But that's really for him. I mean, he has the peak LAN record in terms of kills, 47 frags on overpass. Still unbeaten for like 7 years.
It's what we talk about with identity, though, man. That to me is like Config is such an example of a player who no matter the system, no matter the team, no matter the teammates, he has an identity, and it's clear in his gameplay. And if you lose that, you lose a part of yourself, you lose your confidence, you just lose, you lose your footing, dude. You got to be certain in who you are and what you do. And Config knows what he does best.
Yeah.
So he does that.
And that's
he's one of those guys that's been breaking rules his entire life.
Yes.
You just know it. He's been breaking rules. And with that, he breaks records.
Yeah.
And he breaks expectations.
He even broke his hand once.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Breaking everything.
He just does what he does.
Glaive, that's why I think Glaive's a good IGL for him. Glaive's the kind of guy, like, even if you're a nobody, like even I came up to him and I was like, here's like a good strat, Glaive. He'd be like, yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
He would literally say that instantly. And you wonder like how much he actually thinks about everything, but he is open to ideas. And I think that malleability is what makes him a good caller for changing rosters. But here we are, back into the match.
Here we go. We'll get to the tongue story another day.
Yeah.
Leave that one stew as blame.
Legend stage. We'll get to.
Yeah. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. But a 4v5 for Astralis to try and fight back with. You know how I feel about people who play this position?
It's a good spot.
It's so good, man, but it's also so ratty. Farley pops up. Ooh, missed shots, though. Easy dive back down, waits out the bullets. Oh, the bomb! Config.
He pushed Squeaky.
Yes, he does, because he breaks rules. He does what he wants.
Wasn't in the game plan.
Glaive on the other side of those smokes, and Techno 4K slips through credit card. Farley decides not to go for the Heaven Peak, but instead comes back at it from hell, and Techno in the open is going to be Farley's victim. Although that's 7 HP left on Farley as he gets his 13th kill of this map. And to me, we're getting stringy, as we did in the second round of this T-side. Cabal, he had to go and recover that bomb that was already on its own. And Glaive going to continue with this disrespect, but Cabal's ready for it. He's waiting for it.
Oh!
And he reacts a little too slowly.
Now you think he headshot him, but he only had a Galil?
Yikes. Oh,
Damn.
so much damage. We have 16 health for 3 CTs combined. This is such a winnable round if there was only more time. 9 falls down as Astralis hang on. They have no business surviving every one of those fights, but they do. And with it, they'll all stand tall. 9 rounds to 1.
That's crazy. Every single duel?
Everyone.
Every single duel. Here we go. Let's watch him back. Oh, through the center. Oh, my God.
Dude. Who put that there?
Yeah.
Okay, hot take. It should be one glass window.
Okay.
There shouldn't be a
Two windows?
structure in the center. Yeah.
But 2 windows changes the meta.
Of course. Hot take. And a hot start. Quickly towards the ramp they push. IHC trying to chase Zipix. I love that grenade. Helps it out wonderfully. That's why the USP is enough to best blitz. Config on the attack. And Cabal now down alongside
They
9.
can dink anybody.
How many times?
They can't kill anybody.
How many times are they going to survive with sub 10 HP?
I've dinked 6 people in 2 rounds there without any kills.
And so Astralis keep this ball rolling.
There's still enough rounds in this half to show us, some cool stuff about what they're capable of on this T side. And, of course, insanely ambitious to pick the map. We said that, but that's not to say we didn't want to see it. We absolutely want to see something like that.
Sure.
It makes it more interesting, and I think this major is much more about the quality of the games for IHC than it is about winning the major. And for the fans of the team as well, this is just the first block in the story, and I think an impressive result would be getting to the Legend stage, right? Not necessarily even beating Astralis in the Challengers. Getting through a scrappy Challenger stage, qualifying to Legends, that would be impressive. And even if they lose this match, doesn't mean that they couldn't. It's still a very tough stage overall. Lots of great teams. But in a match like this, you're looking for a few good rounds where you're like, damn, we played super well. We showed a lot of confidence, no pressure. Our preparation paid off. Our individual shone. And we could take that into the next one.
Blame F pressed so close to the base of Silo. We've seen Farley get away with some shenanigans. Looks like Blame looks to take his turn. And what's nice about this position from Zipix is it's just going to draw them around that corner. Blame F decides to recede slightly to the bottom of Silo. Techno comes up to check him. Insta headshots out of Astralis. A 5 versus 3 in an instant.
Oh, they're letting the rifles roam a little bit.
Cabal wants to help out from above, and Zipix looks to get his name on another one. Ooh, Cabal's going to win that fight. Config kills Blitz inside of lobby because that's what he does. And they still haven't checked, dude. Straight down beneath them, baby. Blame F waits out everything. And from what looked like a position to get the first kill of the round, Blame F has to hold off until he gets the last frag.
Yeah, and he's stuck in that spot, and it's an interesting position because it's a really good spot still to fight the outside cross.
Ooh, baby.
Sometimes even if they know you're there, you can still get more than one. And Glaive just has to pick his times to cover above him. Glaive trusts him. Comes down to timing a little bit. IHC could have done a touch more in terms of trying to take outside control if they're going to fight that way. Where isolating Blame, forcing the back big garage opera rifler to have to fall out, not letting him get that first duel as well. That would have been, the most important way to start. But instead, they tried to take on all those fights at once.
Oh. Nope. Techno trying to figure out the spams, but she doesn't connect. Instead, Zipix with the opening. Blame F finds 9 as well, so that one comes outdoors, and unfortunately for IHC, they can't get in, man. Astralis just such a noose at picking, poking, plotting. They're that cousin that comes over to your house during Thanksgiving and he just pokes you, and he just the one you really want to just kill, but it's family.
Yeah.
Now
Can't pick him.
He's like the favorite cousin, and that's the thing. IHC, they try to replicate what Astralis does, but Astralis are just better at it. Grandma loves them more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything okay?
Working on it.
Yeah. It's going to be okay. The think tank is still going here for IHC. The remainder of this T half. But yeah, there are still some layers missing. I think that's definitely clear. I did honestly watch them play the ancient match. Looked great, but And this, and there's default. They have to put in a little bit more effort. And oh no, a smoke gets missed.
It's tactical, actually.
Yeah, they haven't missed too many. That's all right.
Nice flash.
Yeah,
Blame
that
F
works
doesn't see
out.
anything. Cabal's got an entry, but here's Config in the middle of it all. We got
Not
Techno
bad.
4K with 2 bombs still, though, backed by Vent, and that's going to make things awkward
They
while
can do
Zipix holds
smoke
this
mini.
cross.
Or yeah, they just smoke it. Oh, come on, boys.
They
Not
do
like
what?
that. That's an important re-smoke, and now
But, I mean, at least Techno could be ready. He knows that gap is there.
okay, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's something where some teams maybe skip, and they don't. They're like, all right, this is an important cross.
Nice nade. Not enough. Farley gives himself a little space to work with here, and he's got 3 players down beneath him. 9 towards Hut, keeps checking Mini, but now he's been seen, spotted, yet to be dealt with. Woo! Farley tries to come over top, and it looks like IHC have done it. They've broken through.
Let's go.
A second round on the T side for IHC, and one that they had to finally fight through Config. You know, he's trying to keep his head on a swivel outside of Vent, stop that bomb initially. It was recovered, and like you said, sometimes you skip steps. But the fact that they used that second smoke to guarantee they could get bomb back,
Yeah.
that is why they had a chance in this, and that's why they have 2 on the scoreboard with a potential 3rd to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they go through the fast mini split again, which in the past they failed. This time they come through on a slightly different timing. They're a little bit more careful. They are learning as we're going, which is solid. I don't know if they're going to try to play this just to win the round, attempt it again. But yeah, at least more pressure in through Squeaky and through Hut as well, as a couple things I've noticed as the rounds have rolled on, which I think is good. Getting more comfortable with that. I think it's a sign of confidence when a team is spamming a bit more, being less shy. But Blitz gets picked off walking across to red. Not the first time Farley's been over here as well. Actually, don't think it does suck to lose a player on Nuke on T side, but in this position, they can still pull off a number of things and make it feel like 5. Biggest problem is that Astralis know nobody else is outside. The longer this goes on, the more Config will be comfortable, because if they don't molly out Hut and they execute straight up, he's chilling.
He backs up a bit. He's going to give it to him. Clave's nade, a little late to find damage on the front runner. Cabal, though, can't get the kill to Config. Then the Heaven support comes out, and they reroute. They're going to head straight downstairs, and a spray from 9 into Config. Missed shot from Farley. That's space on the back of sight, but it's getting claustrophobic. Blame F comes down from Secret. Cabal with a headshot inside of the vent. He's going to die out to Blame F, and we've got a retake rolling. Farley over towards ramp, finds that lurk from 9. Now it falls to score. Both these CTs coming in from ramp, and he knows it. He's going to try to dive back behind the site, but in doing so, gives away the kill, gives away the round, and it's 13 locked in Astralis.
I wasn't expecting the vent dive there, I think, and it didn't look like Astralis were totally ready for that either. They got the bomb downstairs so fast, and that smoke on its site. Farley missed a couple of opportunities where Techno 4K was just trying his hardest to keep him busy, as the smoke to connect Decon to the back plant took a couple of extra seconds. That was a close one. I mean, that's even after losing their first one on the cross and their default originally. So, yeah, they had some ideas there. Bit missy getting into place, but that got crazy. I didn't even know they actually had an extra player to lurk out of ramp late.
Yeah, that was actually
like 3 players dropped down vent.
Yeah. 9 kills
But
Config on the
can't
spray.
be because one was Squeaky guy went back.
Squeaky guy went back.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Quick run, though.
So that was good,
Felt like
yeah.
that was fast. But IHC 100% pistol win rate versus Astralis.
On LAN at majors, too.
See if they can hang on to that one here as the Danes take to the T side of what is their hometown. Nuke belongs to Denmark.
You keep chasing stars, lost in illusions, dreams of confusion. You keep chasing stars, keep falling faster, straight for disaster, chasing stars.
Config and Zipix with another couple, and between the two of them, that's 4 frags for Astralis with the second pistol win.
Just like that.
14-2. Brah.
But
We're back
Zipix
in action.
tied for top frag, 16-6. Everybody's putting in work right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And unfortunately for IHC, it is desperation mode, as the Force Buy nets them a Scout, a Mag 7, 2 smokes, and Deagles, baby. Up close, Zipix with the insta headshot that is blitzed down, and the A site crumbles with it because that was all that was there. The only A defense was that, and then 9, poor guy, gets Mag 10 through smoke. Mag 7 with nothing, and Astralis about to lock in 13 match points versus IHC.
Yeah, basically, just nothing to work with there.
I mean,
That's a shame.
what more can you expect, unfortunately?
Yeah. Maui tweeted me after we made fun of him about the analysts being themselves.
Yep.
And he said, I believe... Ooh, wait a second.
Ooh. You want another one? I'll give you one more.
Okay.
NT, my friend. 15-2, as alluded to.
He said he believed Astralis would also win on Mirage.
Okay.
And to Maui, I say it as a bear shit in the woods. We already knew that, son. But this is more interesting.
It is.
Yes,
Even despite it being more one-sided.
that's true.
It's what IHC wanted. Again, it's a challenge in the challenger stage. So they challenge themselves by trying to take this one to Astralis on Nuke. Did it backfire? Yeah. Are they done here at the major? No. Not even close. All right. But so far, so good here. In terms of the A stream, just in terms of, I can't remember exactly what's going down on B, but no crazy situations
Renegades fours?
just yet. Fours wins, holds off on Renegades in the second half.
Eternal Fire.
16-14 Bad News Eagles. That's kind of par for the course. Oof. And so everything is going as expected. And I think, if anything, it was just kind of like a lesser showing from the 2 North American teams that's going to leave some people disappointed. But here we have it. 5 versus 3 to close out on Nuke. Cabal's got a little life left in him. Mag 7 into Farley. Deagle point blank finds nothing. 11 health between 9 and Cabal, and it is all coming done. It's unraveled, and it's Astralis with the victory. An easy showing here on Nuke. I'm sure they were comfortable from start to finish.
Yes. Well, yeah. Very one-sided game so far.
Hey, man.
Liquid
That's how she
G2
goes.
was not supposed to be so one-sided. This one probably was. And our first match of the day, it made sense that it was, but we held out hope that, okay, maybe it's not going to be that way. But for every side, there's another side of the story. I mean, for all these teams, G2 is all right
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail